Hey, Congressman Byron Donalds of Florida. He joins us now. Congressman, always a pleasure. What are you thinking?
What I'm thinking is a couple of things. First, these members of Congress with their stupid-ass video, they're putting our military men and women in harm's way. That's number one. Number two, now that we're finding out that this shooter is an Afghani national that came in during in the year 2021, well, gee, what happened in 2021? Oh, yes, it was the botched withdrawal of Afghanistan from Joe Biden, one of the very worst geopolitical and military decisions by the former president of the United States. We knew at the time that there were Afghan nationals who were coming into the United States that were not being properly vetted. We were being told, just get people to the United States as quickly as possible, and then the Biden team would do the necessary work of vetting everybody. And even at that time, none of us believed that on Capitol Hill. So now, 4 years later, we have an Afghan national in the streets of Washington, D.C., who decided to shoot to kill, let's be clear, shoot to kill two of our National Guardsmen from the state of West Virginia. This is disgusting. And it says Democrat fingerprints all over it. And look, I understand Rob O'Neill. I thank him for his service. He did more than most Americans ever have done for this nation. But I'm going to be very clear. This is Democrat fingerprints all over it. Because in 2021, Joe Biden, Alyssa Slotkin, Mark Kelly, and the rest of those Democrats, they had no problem, whether it was Afghanis coming in recklessly without proper vetting, or people from 184 different countries coming into the United States at will with no checks, no desire to vet, and doing nothing to secure this nation. And now two of our National Guardsmen are fighting for their life as a result.
I believe Democrats get back into power. They'll open up the border again. You know, they already did it once here.
Oh, 100% they will. That's exactly what they're going to do.
Yep. Congressman, I want to get to this. We got some reaction coming in. Pretty sick stuff. I think sick is a theme of tonight for a variety of reasons. Trying to pin the blame on President Trump. This was a staff writer for The New Yorker. They posted this on X. This is so tragic, so unnecessary. These poor guardsmen should have never been deployed. Okay, they're blaming the deployment. I live in D.C. and watch as they had virtually nothing to do but pick up trash. It was for political show and at whatever cost. Never been deployed. How about don't go shoot them? How about don't let an Afghani national into our country so they can get a gun and then go shoot our servicemen and women here? That is so off the mark and so out of touch.
What's the name of that reporter? It doesn't matter what her name is. That's stupid. We had a committee hearing in the Oversight Committee talking about D.C. crime. It was several weeks ago, probably a month and a half ago. Mayor Bowser acknowledged that crime in the District of Columbia since the deployment of the National Guard dropped 40%. 40%. So that writer is a hack, has no idea what the hell she's talking about. She'd rather write something cute, so maybe she gets a promotion at The New Yorker. But this is not fun and games. And look, let me put aside the story for one moment. This is to the American people. I don't really care what party you're in. If you're a registered Democrat, registered Independent, registered Republican, this is crystal clear for you, the American people. The Democrats have demonstrated time and time again, when they have power, reckless things happen to the United States of America. And when they're out of power, they are not focused on affordability the way you are. They are not focused on the future of our economy the way that you are. They're not focused on security matters the way that you are. They are focused on political stunts to get back into power. That is it. This video was dumb. The post by that New Yorker reporter, stupid. We have two men and women who are fighting for their lives in hospitals in Washington, D.C. Our prayers should be for them. And then finding out how this Afghani national, one, got a handgun, number two, and then how is he still in the United States, basically bringing a terror attack to our military.
Congressman Donalds,
yep. On.
No, I'm not going to argue with a single bit of that. And our prayer surely for those two fighting for their life down in D.C. here. What a tragedy today. Congressman Byron Donalds, always a pleasure. Good to see you.
Thank you.
You know, everybody's reporting the same stories, the same spin. You turn the channel, it's always the same. But not us. We're different. We report the real news. No spin, just the facts. Turn to us, and you won't turn back.
Tune in to Rob Schmitt Tonight on Newsmax.